Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to make some more kind of helpful instructional videos. Prior, I made some on how to find breakouts and how to look up stocks and look through like news articles and stuff to try to help find like a certain catalyst to help find good stocks to trade. Another thing that I've noticed day traders use a lot more and more is finding stocks with low float. So basically, what that means is if we go to Google here, we can look it up. What is float in stocks? The term float refers to the regular shares that a company has issued to the public that are available for investors to trade. This figure is derived by taking a company's outstanding shares and subtracting from it any restricted stock. Now, when a company's private, usually like the higher level employees like CEO, CIO, CFO, and all that will have shares of the company, and it's basically a way to incentivize them to help make the company more profitable. Like they could just pay the CEO and he could do a good job, but they instead pay him as well as give them shares of the company. So that way, the better the company does, the more money ultimately they have because they're also vested in the company. Now, those are privately held shares, and when a company goes public, they offer shares public on the stock market, which people can buy, like you and me. Now, those are the float, basically the open shares that anyone can buy. Now, if you um, trade a stock and you want to find out the float, an easy way you go on like Google Finance and we'll look up T. So T is AT&T. So if you see here the shares, it says shares outstanding, the number of shares held by investors and company insiders, excluding dilutive securities such as non-vested RSUs and unexercised options. So you basically have the number of shares that are available. Now this is it has 6.5 billion shares. So that's an extremely high float, which basically means that this stock is going to move a penny up, a penny down like the entire day, and that's it. It's not really going to go anywhere. So when you're day trading stocks, especially penny stocks, this isn't good. You want stocks with low float that'll move really fast when people start buying up. When there's like a news article and there's a lot of hype and people start buying it, if it's a big float stock like this, it's not really going to move. If it's a low float stock and there's a lot less shares available, it's going to move really fast. So you're going to make 10, 20, 30 cents and you have 100, 200, 500 shares worth, you're going to make a few dollars, $10, $50, depending how quickly it can move. But if you do the same thing with AT&T, it's going to move 2 cents and you're not really going to make anything because the float is so high, there's so many shares outstanding. And then we could look at what's where's one, GNCA. Let's look up GNCA. This is a penny stock, so it's only a $5.83 stock. Now you see here the shares, there's 28 million, so that's still a little higher, but or higher in terms of not quite a low float. It's definitely down in that range. Pretty much under 20 million would be considered low float between the $1 and $10 stock prices. But I mean, 28 million. I mean, you can make money on that. You just have to have a really good story, like since this is a bioscience company, like perhaps like they get FDA approval or something like that, and then people start buying it, and what'll happen is since there's so few shares available, when people start buying it up, the stock price shoots up. Same thing when there's bad news out, the stock price, people start selling it, the stock price will drop down really fast. So when you're looking for stocks to trade in the for at least penny stocks to trade, you're looking for one of the main things is if it's a low float stock. Now, of course, you want volume while you're trading. You want high volume bars. For instance, let's see if we could, because you could have a low float stock, but if there's no volume coming in, it won't do anything. So basically, right here in this section, this lower section is where the volume bars are at, and you see this really big volume bar spike right here. So this is a low float stock with the really high volume that was traded today. So and then look how much it jumped up. It was trading down 502, and then it topped all the way up to $6. So basically jumped a whole dollar in a day. So because it's a low float stock or a lower float stock, and there was a lot of trading volume because there was a story, and I forget what it was with this stock, it shot up really fast. Now, if AT&T, will say, had the exact same setup where they had some big deal, approval, whatever, and there was a lot of volume with it still wouldn't move that much because there's just so many shares outstanding. AT&T is an investment type of stock. You're going to buy and hold it for the long term. You're not really going to day trade that because it's not going to move fast enough. You want to look for stocks that have a good story, like a good catalyst or whatever, like in the news about it. They have high volume, relative volume that day, which means a lot of people are buying and selling it. And it's a low float stock, which means there's not that many shares available, so people are going to be fighting to get them. So that's something to look for. Um, and when you're trading that, like I said, an easy way to tell is you could just go into Google Finance. You could type it in, and it'll say right here on the shares and it'll let you know how many shares are available. So you can easily find out how many shares are available, and you could check and see if there's a lot of volume on stock charts or whatever trading platform you use. And those two things alone are going to help you get a good stock, and especially if there's a story to go along with it. So those three things really are going to be the main ones you want to focus on. But basically, like I said, you're going to want to shoot for stocks that have low float. If you have a stock that's like over 20 million and it's between $1 and $10, you're going to start being more skeptical of it. You may not necessarily want to ignore it. You could still trade it, but I mean, if this stock had like 5 million float, if it had 500,000 float, it would move really fast. It would move so quick. Like you would get in and get out within seconds because it already probably jumped like 50 cents in that short amount of time. And again, if you had like 500 shares of that, that's like $50 or whatever. You made a quick profit. But ultimately, the point is, you want to look for low float. Low float is always going to help you make quick trades. That's what you want to focus on with day trading, is doing quick trades. And what I'll do is I'll attach my other videos in here on how to find breakouts and how to research stocks as well that you guys can look, and I'll put that in the description. And you can start reviewing these videos. If you don't understand the first time, there's other videos online you can find basically referencing float and stocks, and you can watch those videos, that other people made, and still learn and try to understand it better. But ultimately, you're going to want to figure this out sooner rather than later because it's going to help you in the long run, and you're going to learn a lot quicker, and you're going to choose the right stocks the first time and not make mistakes. But with that, I'm just going to end the video. So if you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments. Let me know. Again, like I said, look for those videos in the description to help you out. If you like my channel, help me out. Click like, subscribe, share this video, get it out to people that want to learn more. Maybe for yourself, you're not interested in stocks, but you know someone that is. This could probably help them. And as always, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, @AppTrades, I try to post these videos and other market data as well to keep you all informed. So hope that was helpful, and have a good day.